What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, bringing the newest episode of Super Bowl or Bust. Fairly impromptu because it looks like any hour now we're going to find out that Marshawn Lynch has been reinstated in the league and has been traded from the Seattle Seahawks to the Oakland, soon-to-be Las Vegas Raiders. But he wants to give one last hurrah and try to win that Super Bowl for the Oakland Raiders. So why not? I'm a big-time Marshawn Lynch fan. He's one of my favorite players ever. I do enjoy watching the Raiders play, so why not put two and two together here and put Marshawn Lynch on the Oakland Raiders? So I tried to use somewhat updated rosters. I think there's I only think there's two players that I wasn't able to actually make. So like we got Cordero Patterson here, wide receiver 3. We got Jared Cook at the tight end spot. What I did though is I kept Perry Riley Jr. on the roster just because he remains unsigned, and if not, the Raiders linebacking core is absolute ass. I assume they'll address that in the draft. I hope so. But yeah, as it stands right now, this is pretty much the rosters that they will have minus the rookies for this year. We have Marshawn Lynch at 93 overall. Let's take a quick look at the depth chart here. What we did for Marshawn Lynch was we looked at whatever his overall was in Madden 16, and it was a 96 overall, but imported into, I guess, whatever algorithm is here in Madden 17. He's only a 93 overall. I figure a 3-point regression at minimum is what the difference is going to be between what Marshawn Lynch was the last time we saw him and what he will be like when he returns. But let's see what we can do with Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch, and if we can make a serious playoff run here with the Raiders. All right, let's go. So, you know, we've talked about this a couple times in my live streams where people try to, like, shoot me questions. Like, what do you think about Marshawn coming back to the Raiders? Personally, I say this as a Marshawn Lynch fan. Marshawn Lynch, along with probably AP, my two favorite running backs that were never Philadelphia Eagles. He's obviously going to lost a step. I don't think he's going to be the be-all, end-all. I think he could come in right now and be the best running back on their roster. Which is not, you know, no slight. You got Jalen Richard and you got Washington. But, I mean, those guys aren't anything real special right now. They're more so compliments to the type of running back that a Marshawn Lynch is. So that's a nice situation there. But I'm not going to see Marshawn Lynch coming in and being a top 5 running back once again. But I can see him being in that top 10 mold, being exactly what they need, and that is a running back that can come in the red zone, punch the ball in. But it's Derek Carr's offense now. It's not like Marshawn Lynch is going to come in. This is going to be Marshawn Lynch's team. Everything is still going to run through Derek Carr, throwing the ball to Jared Cook, to Michael Crabtree, to Mari Cooper. But having a complement like Marshawn Lynch adds a piece and dimension to that offense that they currently lack. And really, I mean, Marshawn Lynch, I don't think is going to be any worse than Latavius Murray. I just don't necessarily see him playing as nearly as many snaps or getting as many rushing attempts. Because Latavius Murray struggled beyond that offensive line, which was against him. Slight against him. They had one of the best offensive lines last year, and it seems like Murray barely got, you know, any time. He basically got the yardage that were given to him. He wouldn't make a lot of extra plays, and he really just padded his stats in the red zone, getting a couple, multiple. I think he had like 2 or 3 goddamn games. It seemed like he had 3 rushing touchdowns. But I think Marshawn Lynch should come in. I'm going to say I want to envision somewhat similar to what LeGarrette Blount did. I think Marshawn Lynch, I don't know if he'll hit 1,000 yards. He'll get pretty close. But if he does play, I could see him definitely getting double-digit touchdown numbers. That's going to be where his value is going to be. And he's going to be clutch in the playoffs. He's one of the better playoff running backs in history. I think it's not a hot take to really say that. I mean, you had the Beastquake run. You had the whole, oh my God, they threw it and Malcolm Butler picked it off. Why? Because Marshawn Lynch was an absolute animal, not only in that game, but for that entire playoff run. The year they won the Super Bowl, Marshawn Lynch. So, I mean, for the last decade, I don't think you could say there's a better playoff running back than Marshawn Lynch. So hopefully we can at least make the playoffs here in this Super Bowl or Bust episode. You get to use Marshawn Lynch. Miss having him. Great character off the field. You know, he looks like the kind of guy that gets in a whole bunch of shit, but he doesn't. That's just his kind of personality. So let's see, did we make the playoffs here? I think we did. We did it! We busted with the Raiders. What the fuck? I wanted to play with Marshawn Lynch. We got 9-6-1. It's always tough. Look at that. In the sim, the Chargers are incredibly overpowered, but I want to fucking play with Marshawn Lynch. What the hell? Well, oh, it sucks. That's so dumb. I don't think Marshawn Lynch is going to be there for more than 1 year. Let's see what Marshawn Lynch did, though, in the season. 3700 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, 18 picks for Derek Carr. Marshawn Lynch, 1,700 yards, 18 touchdowns. So I guess there's solace in the fact that fuck it, this is stupid. I don't get to play with him. But, beast. He comes back and is an absolute freak. I guess the defense didn't really pick up their side of things. But if Marshawn Lynch came back and had that, that's like an MVP caliber type season right there for Marshawn Lynch coming back as a, I don't know what he is, 32 years old. Receiving, no, like I said, we struggle passing the ball here. Do we get bad pass protection? Who threw up a goose egg on the 16 sacks for Austin Howard. Defensive side of the ball, we got 13.5 sacks, Khalil Mack. But yeah, man, disappoint. We didn't even make a playoff push. What the fuck, man? That is the belly of the beast. That is this series that we do. But I'm going to say that, you know, we'll probably do something else with Marshawn Lynch. This is obviously the format that we did. And it didn't work. This is a format that has worked for other things. So maybe Marshawn Lynch isn't just the piece and they need to have a good draft. Maybe that's what this series here is telling us. But maybe I'll do a live stream or something like that with Marshawn Lynch because I definitely want to play with Beast Mode, especially if he's coming back. But yeah, unfortunately we couldn't play with him. But stay tuned. Like I said, I don't see there's any way, shape, or form that I won't be doing a Marshawn Lynch themed live stream. So stay tuned for that. That's your first time stopping by. Don't feel free to subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below about how you feel Marshawn Lynch will impact the Oakland Raiders. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.